For most of this first third of this king-size quilt, I used my walking foot to stitch just down the grid section. I can see that I've missed a few places here, so by putting my darning foot on, I can easily go in there and make the corrections. I brought my bobbin thread up, and now I'm just going to stitch, and my stitch width is 1.6. So now I can fix those places that I've missed. And it's wonderful with the free motion foot because I can go in any direction where I couldn't do that with the walking foot. You know, I'd have to keep turning the direction. So it's a really nice way to be able to do that. So I've switched machines. Now I'm going to go to my Juki machine, which is just a straight stitch machine. But I like it because it has more space and height than my Bernina for the machine quilting. Now I'm doing some decorative stitching in my big wave, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with this quilt. At first I was thinking, oh, I'll go around these cute little things or flowers or something, but I want to get this quilt done for my quilt show, and I have to enter it before the middle of September, and now it's July the 13th. So I'm just going to do this really quickly. That's the beautiful thing about invisible thread. We're just really adding texture, and I don't have to worry about my stitches being perfect. So I wasn't sure how I was going to do this. I just laid a piece of clear plastic on top of my design. I drew first the shape of my wave, and then I decided to just do kind of some squiggles or some really wild meandering, but that's kind of boring. So as I warm up and get going, then I add a little wiggle to it. It makes it more interesting and fun to do. So now this is where I am not going to stitch beyond that line, because this is where I'm going to join the seams later on. So what I'm going to do is I can bring the thread up right in the middle of a seam. Just bring the bobbin thread up. And so then I can just start. So this is straight stitch. I have the stitch length on 0. And so I'm just going to go and I'm going to hit the metal, and it's really kind of fun. I have to pick up the quilt every once in a while, hold it up so that the bulk of the quilt doesn't stop the motion of the free motion. I want to have it loose around the needle. So every once in a while you have to stop and reposition your quilt. And then you also need to be able to see what you're doing. Anyway, happy quilting. Feels good to get to this part. I'm going to be able to stitch now all the way off this edge, because this is the far left-hand side of the quilt. I'm only leaving that open where it will join to the center of the quilt. I like to have a sit-down job with machine quilting, but then every once in a while, maybe every 30 minutes, get up and have a stand-up job. So now I'm working on this center part of our quilt. This is my original sketch, and then I took photo images, digital images, of the first section of the quilt laying up next to here, so I knew which colors to start from. Anyway, it's really fun to be able to go back and forth from standing to sitting. Thank you very much.